Hello friends, welcome to a new video. Parts of the east wing of the White House have been demolished as construction begins on U.S. President Donald Trump's new ballroom. Construction crews on Monday tore down a large section of the covered entrance and windows in the east wing, which Trump said was being completely modernized. The president had previously said his $250 million, $186 million, White House ballroom addition would be close to the existing structure but would not change anything. It won't intrude on the existing building. It won't. It will be close to it but not touching it. And it pays full respect to the existing building, which I'm a huge fan of, Trump said in July. It's my favorite. It's my favorite place. I love it. Trump announced the construction in a social media post, saying that ground has been broken on the much-needed ballroom space. For more than 150 years, every president has dreamed of having a ballroom in the White House to accommodate people for grand parties, state visits, etc., he wrote. He said. His identity is still unclear because the White House has not released a name for who might finance it. The White House has served as the historic home of the U.S. president for 2 centuries. The East Wing was built in 1902 and was last modified in 1942. On the south side of the building, the BBC saw several large pieces of construction equipment, some decorated with American flags, near the East Wing. Trump wrote in his post that the East Wing was completely separate from the White House, although it is connected to the main structure. The covered entrance, which runs much of the south side of the East Wing, looked as if it was being gutted, with concrete rubble and metal cables clearly visible from several hundred meters away. Although the White House and its surrounding parks are managed by the National Park Service, NPS, the president generally has broad authority to make renovations. Robert K. Sutton, the former chief historian of the NPS, told the BBC that there is always public concern when the White House is under construction. Anything associated with the White House has been controversial since it was built, he said. The NPS has guidelines and a rigorous review process for any construction. This includes things like thoroughly reviewing a project's plans, examining architects and designs, and reviewing costs. That, he said, has not been done here. This building is so important. I think it's considered the most important executive building in the world. Yet we don't know what's going on, and I think it's very inappropriate. Mr. Sutton noted that figures for how many people the new ballroom could host have been thrown around, from 600 to more than 900. The White House has released some information about the project, including drawings that give a sense of its scale and a new interior that includes seating for hundreds and a decadent gold chandelier. It said construction would begin in September and that Trump had met with people at the National Park Service and the U.S. Secret Service, among others, about the project. The Trump administration said it had selected Clark Construction to lead the project, with McCary Architects designing it. The White House said the Secret Service will provide security enhancements and modifications to the building. I am honored that President Trump has entrusted me with this beautiful and necessary renovation to help bring this home to the people, while preserving the beauty of its classic design and historic significance, said Jim McCreary, head of McCreary Architects. Sutton said there is typically an extensive review process for such projects to ensure that any changes are functional, and that the White House remains in its iconic form. He said he fears the process is being rushed and will be a reflection of Trump and his signature style rather than the country's history. It's always been called the People's House, he said. Trump has made several changes to the White House this year, including redecorating the Oval Office with a gold-colored decor and paving the Rose Garden with concrete over grass to add tables and chairs. Thanks for watching our videos.